Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Siti Nafatah binti Mustafa from DEC 5A, and today I'm going to explain about Junko Furuta. Actually, we was assigned by our conductor, Mr. Mark, due to the social deviance. Okay. Right now, I'm going to explain to you how the Junko Furuta story started. Okay. Actually, Junko Furuta was a Japanese high school student who was tortured, raped, and murdered in the late 1980s. Her murder case was named Concrete and Case High School Girl Murder Case. They get this title throughout her journey, how her body was being discovered in a concrete drum. This murder was mainly perpetrated by four boys actually. Okay, Hiroshi Miyano, I'm sorry, Joe Ugura, Shinji Minato, and Yasushi Watanabe. Okay, as for her the beginning of the story, um, actually Junko Furuto was born in Misato, Saitama Prefecture. As a teenager, she attended Yashio Minami High School, and was also she worked as a part-time employee during after-school hours. And she lived with her parents, her older brother, and younger brother. Okay, move to the next point. Actually one of her schoolmates admired her, loved her, but she declined him, she rejected him. So due to the situation that had happened, here that boy was named Hiroshi Miyano. Hiroshi Miyano decided to revenge on her. So the crime started on 25 November 1988. At that moment, Miano and one of his friends was wandered around the city, and actually their intended is to rape and to rob the people around there. But unconsciously, surprisingly, Junko also there. So Miano asked one of his friend that accompany him at that moment to disturb Junko. When Junko was disturbed, and at the meantime, Miano act like she doesn't know anything, and Miano help her. While working together, they talk and talk and talk. But in the suddenly they stopped, and Miano bring her to hotel and kidnap her. At that moment, Miano Miano said that if Junko doesn't follow his rule, Miano will kill all of her family. Okay, due to the situation, um, um, Miano raped her, and Junko listened to her. Junko listened to her instruction due to the threatened. She feels so threatened at that moment. Yet after she had finished her last two words, Junko, she instead doesn't want to let Junko go. At 3 a.m., Miano took Junko in a park and asked for his friends to look after her. And actually, at that moment, Miano's plan is ask his friend to look after her. But one of his friends decided to take her to one of their places and kept her for certain days, which they didn't decide yet at that moment. And next, While Junko was with them, Junko was tortured by them, such as they made him like punching bag. They also put a dumbbell on her stomach. She was hardly tortured, as all of her parts of her body was really worse in condition, and it is really horrified of if you watch by your own. And until at until there will be the day for Jan of 1989, they challenged her to play the mahjong actually. But at that moment, she won the game, and it was really surprised. And they also all of the Miano and his friends actually get mad. So they keep tortured her, hit her, and they even burn her legs more. They even hit her more worse than ever than you thought actually. If you watch it by your own, like I said before, you won't have the heart to watch it again and again because it really hurts. As for me, as for women actually, it's your right to do this decision, um during that time, Miano, sorry, at that moment, Junko wanted to protect her family, so that's why she is doing like that. And after the torture, less than after the torture on 4th Jan of 1989, um, she was she died actually less than 24 hours. She died at that moment. And the day after the after Junko died, Hiroshi and Joe Uguro were arrested for 19-year-old woman who had they kidnapped. As the police came to their place, and the case couldn't be solved until now actually. Okay, as for the social social deviance that we could relate is one, blind obedience. Blind obedience is actually for Miano's friend, as his friend actually, his friend follow all of his rule without thinking the humanity. And they follow it maybe because of they afraid of Mianos, because they are one of Yakuza members, that they could do anything that maybe hurt one of the team if they didn't follow his rule. And next, they also dehumanization of others. Okay, as for this, we can see that they objectify Junko in at that moment. They just use her as a punch bag. They hit her, and they hurt her so much without thinking her feelings at that moment. They do it because of um, they want some revenge, and also mindlessly taking the first small step. Actually, all of them involved in this because they didn't do the decision without thinking wisely, as they just follow their heart. They want to see the person that they hate sick, and how actually they do that because they want to revenge on her, not by seeing her hurt make them satisfied. I Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this documentary. I'm sorry because they're a little bit disturbed between this when I'm recording this. And good evening and thank you everyone.